Yes, sir. What it do, man? Listen, this is the King Me Pod. I'm your host, B.
And I'm Q the Don.
And I got another guy to the left of me, man. Introduce yourself, my brother. You more like family now.
Hey, I was just about to say that, though, B. But you already know who it is, man. Mr. Hilderfield, man. Tommy. Hey, we back for another one, man. Thank y'all. Hey, that's all I got to say, man. We already cooking up, man. So I don't want to be the one that, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, hold on. I got to say this real quick before we get started. Man, round of applause. We're going to boy B back in the building, man.
Oh, for sure.
B back in the building, man.
Yeah.
Round of applause, bro.
I'm back, man. Listen.
I'm telling you.
And before I really get into that, you know what I'm saying? I want y'all to do, man, like, subscribe, share the episode, man. We've been putting out some great content. And also visit the Instagram page, man. I got some links out there to some of the episodes that we've been putting out. And we got one link too as well. I might put it in, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I want y'all to go to this link and I want y'all to share how y'all feel about the podcast and everything, give me your opinions. And also some of the things you want us to talk about, you know what I'm saying? You know, we here for y'all guys too as well. And I got almost like a men group. I got a men group that I call Forge of Kings. God kind of put this in within me, man. He gave it to me some years ago. Just a few months ago, he was like, Brandon, you need to go ahead and start it. So we got some major things coming for you guys, man. We here for our community, and this is what we here for.
Yes,
but
sir.
like Q was saying, man, you know, I'm back.
Yes, sir.
You know, me and the wife, we went out of town.
How was it, man?
My first cruise.
How was it?
Oh man, it was lovely. You know, anytime I get a chance to put honey on the moon, man, and for us to connect, man, it always be special. But on my vacation, man, we had so many plans, but we ain't did all of it. You know what I'm saying? I just realized how tired we was because we ate, then we went on the beach, and we slept on the beach, and we came back to the cruise ship and ate again and slept. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, that I'm missing so much, but you know, just being in that mode, R&R, refresh my mind. Sometimes you just don't realize how tired you really be by the time you get on vacation. Sometimes you gotta take a vacation from vacation, because when you get back, you be even more tired because you gotta go back and clock in.
Yeah, man.
Feel like you need a whole mental break.
Did you get time in between, like from when you went to work? Have you gone back to work yet?
Yeah, I went back to work.
You took any days between, like when you actually got back and when you went to work?
Yeah, I did. I took a day back.
Well, because I
want to come back.
I made a mistake, bro, of going on the cruise, man. The very day I got back, I rested that day. Next day, I was back at work.
Yeah,
miserable, man. Miserable.
I couldn't do it, man.
Yeah, that was miserable.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's law.
Yeah.
That's law.
But listen, y'all. Hey, listen, man. I think I put in the group chat, man. Something that I was thinking about over the week, and a lot of us kind of identify with it, and it's masculinity. You know what I'm saying? Us men, we talk about it a whole lot. We see a whole culture of guys that portray masculinity, and some of it may be toxic masculinity, man. I call it mask-ulinity. But before we really dig into the topics, what's y'all definition of masculinity? I want to hear y'all definition, man. And I'm going to go and I'm going to look at what Google said what masculinity is, and we can go from there.
Mask as use as the M-A-S-K. How you put it in the group? I'll just masculine.
Yeah.
For me, masculinity is just who you are as an individual. Like I said last episode, we are not a monolith. It's not one way to be a man. And one of the biggest things in regards to masculinity that I believe that we are absent of is being in touch with our feminine nature as well.
That's good.
And it's so easy, like how we were talking, to be so enthralled and consumed by what social media says, what society says masculinity is. And this one thing that Minister Louis Farrakhan said, he said, is like masculinity is not being macho and being so hard and aggressive. It's also understanding the dynamic of the feminine nature that you have within yourself, and allowing that to rest within you and knowing in which situations to bring out that part of you. So masculinity to me is just, man, number one, sticking to being a man of your word. Being a man of your word, having integrity and dignity about who you are, being self-confident and having a strong sense of self and not being easily swayed and standing on what you believe in and having a standard for yourself and not allowing someone else to, you know, take you one way or the other way, because people are up and down, and masculinity is in part in staying square in who you are as an individual. So
Good God, man, you summed that up right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Hey,
I mean, he
hey, bro, like, cause a lot of the stuff he said, I actually agree with. So,
Yeah.
man, like, I agree with his definition. I really ain't got no specifics in it, but I agree with what he said.
Hey, one of the things that you said that I really wanna kind of highlight is the fact that be in touch with our feminine side, because you know, if you go on social media, you'll see if a man expresses how he feel about certain things. Normally, if a man expresses like what he don't like about a woman, normally women will respond. Most women respond, man, you just sassy. You know what I'm saying? And so it's crazy that a woman would use that term, being sassy, as it indicates that all how women is. You know what I'm saying? Like, which is crazy to me. And so, you know, a lot of times we don't ever think about it, that we got a masculine side and we got a feminine side.
Exactly.
And I think we all operate that, and some of it come out in different moments, you know what I'm saying, when we expressing ourselves. I mean, women, there's a masculine side too. Now it's more nowadays, because women doing the exact same thing men do. Like, for instance, when you think about a man being the protector, you got women who's on the law enforcement, in the army, carrying a gun. They know how to break a gun down like the best of them. Like, they know how to break a gun down than most men. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you think about it, man, and I think we have evolved into this species as human group that we can kind of identify with both sides. At one point in time back in the day, it was more so, let's take it back 40s and 60s. I think those type of men had to only, even before that, like in the slavery days, they couldn't be like, no, you know what I'm saying?
You couldn't have feelings.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You might get these lashes if you ain't picking this cotton. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think the state where we at now, I believe we didn't evolve into this. Yeah.
For me, when it comes to the feeling thing that you were talking about earlier, I think we got to, as men, we kind of got to learn how to process our emotions, learn how to process our feelings.
That's real.
Because I think a lot of times the way we grow up is the only emotion that's really ever truly accepted amongst young black males is anger. If you get mad and want to beat somebody up, all right, cool, yeah, you ready to do something, like you will shake something. But if you actually say, yo, I really didn't like what he did, like, bro, that really hurt me. Ah, man, stop all that soft junk. And even if you think about like dealing with a woman, bro, imagine going to tell your older cousin, your dad, your uncles, man, I think I love this girl. Man, you don't, excuse my language, man, you don't love these hoes, man, you don't. So they telling you like you can't even love, like, bro, and that's a commandment from the Bible, to love people. So like, just being able to understand as a male, like, it's okay to have other emotions besides anger, and learning how to process that. Because when I look at beef, when I look at stuff, situations with males, a lot of it is ego stuff. A lot of it is we can't communicate. We don't know how to process our feelings. So me and you mad with each other, but because we can't talk about it, because we can't say, yo, what you did hurt me, what you said hurt me, bro, I didn't like that. The only thing we could show is anger. So now one of us got to die. Like, but do it really be worth it?
I got a question with that because growing up in my household, man, my father he went to war, he went across the seas and stuff like that. So when he came back, I mean, the way he kind of taught us, I mean, I didn't know how to open up about some of the things how I've been feeling and stuff like that. Like I didn't even know how. I remember one day, man, I think something happened and I started crying, yo. Like, and my dad was like, "Boy, stop all that damn crying." I mean, even my mama didn't told me that, you know what I'm saying? But what I think now looking back at it, and like you asked me, can I cry today? Man, you know how hard it is for me to cry today? You know what I'm saying? Like something like and the problem is crying release a lot of tension, a lot of pressure that you've been kind of dealing with. You know what I'm saying? It kind of really reset yourself, reset your body and everything. But bro, like I have the hardest time to cry, even when I'm feeling some type of way and stuff been overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, for an individual to have a comment with I guess to communicate with another male about how he feel or what took place, whatever, that would be extremely hard because he ain't had no example what that looked like. And even if them feelings kind of rise up, like, you know what I'm saying, it shake it off like, what going on? You know what I'm saying? You know, you start feeling a little funny, like how Major Payne, that little boy,
with Tiger, yeah.
Hey, yeah.
And he felt kind of all fuzzy inside, and he ended up choking the little boy out for a little second. You know what I'm
I
saying?
remember that.
But truthfully though, like you got people that feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what one of the ways where a person can, what's some of the things y'all did personally, man? Because I mean, I'm still learning.
Me personally, bro, I'm gonna be real. I did what my daddy told me to do. My daddy always told me, be your own man, son. I understood, like, bro, and I've always been the person that understood communication was a big thing. And if you did something to me, bro, I understood that it don't have to be to the death. So I can communicate with you, bro. It's just, to me, it's creating a space. And sometimes I'm so willing to come to a conclusion, bro. If it requires me to back down a little bit and you feel like you macho, if that's what it takes for us to get to a resolution, bro, I'm cool with that. Because I know at the end of the day, I ain't no pushover. But if you got to feel macho in this moment for us to come to a resolution where it don't have to get crazy, I'm willing to bow down so you could, you know, feel a little bit better about yourself. But bro, is to me, I don't let my ego get in the way. If your ego in the way, and also unlearning things that you have always learned, like, because we've all been told as a little boy, you scrape your knee to the white meat now. You know that's gonna hurt anybody. This is a kid.
Yeah.
Boy, you better shut up. Boy, you better not be crying. You got to be willing to unlearn what you've learned, bro, and you got to do the work. Like like my thing is input and output. What do you put in yourself? Like, what are you watching? What are you consuming? If you want to get to that point, the Bible says, I think it says, he who asks for knowledge, I will give it liberally. Are you going to search for this stuff, or are you content with being where you are? Learn. It's a book that you told us about in the group chat before, bro. Emotional intelligence, or
emotional intelligence. Yeah.
Like, are you doing that kind of stuff to understand, like, okay, I'm not at a good place. I know there's only one emotion that I feel, which is this right here. Do the work, bro. So that's it for me. I ain't want to take too much.
No, go ahead, T.
Man, hey, that's beautiful. Just for me, and I just had this thought.
Yeah.
Just for me, myself, being able to show that part of myself, I had to be honest with myself. I think honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we want to shake things off, act like things didn't happen, or trying to bury our feelings, you know what I'm saying, by putting things on top of it so we just don't have to deal with them. But a big part is just knowing who you are at your core, and not what B says I am, not what Q says I am, not what anybody in the world says I am. Knowing who you are and being that and stepping in that confidently. And that's not something that's going to happen overnight. I know just for me, just like I was speaking about, you know, the situation with my brother. I was still in that place of being Gerard's little brother. And it took for me to step away from that version of myself and to say, who are you at your core? Like, it's okay to have certain qualities or enjoy the same things, but the biggest part is knowing who you are and not being afraid to show that version of yourself, because you're a one of one. You're a one of one. You're a one of one. Everybody is a one of one. So if we are so hell-bent on being who somebody thinks we're supposed to be, we're never going to be able to get over that hump of knowing who we are, and that we go off the path. We go off the path of knowing, how to really deal with ourselves. We don't know how to deal with ourselves, so how can I tell you how to deal with me? How can I tell you how to deal with me if I don't know, hey man, like this is something that I stand on, or this is what I believe, and you know it. Mm-hmm. I shouldn't have to hide myself from anybody, but just to be accepted. So I think that's the biggest thing, is knowing who you are and walking in that. And by doing so, you'll invite those people into your life that'll see you and to understand you and know who you are, and won't put you in position to be so macho or having to bow down even. Because why should I make myself smaller for you to feel bigger?
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not saying that every situation is going to be like that, but for the most part, with our interactions, we tolerate what we allow. So if I know this is going to hurt Q, no, I ain't going to sit here and say, oh, but I'll apologize for it later. Man, I'm going to do this anyway. Oh, I know B wasn't like this, but I'm going to do it anyway. We'll figure it out. Nah. I'm already going to have that consideration and knowing that, hey, this is not what they stand for. So even if I decide to do it, I'm not going to involve these two. Mm-hmm. So boom.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It's definitely a constant work, because I find myself, sometimes I feel like I done made progress. Some days I feel like I didn't regress a little bit. So, you know what I'm saying, giving yourself grace even through navigating this thing called life, man, because nobody really have a manuscript, or, you know what I'm saying, this script where you should follow, you know what I'm saying? And it just real hard. While you was talking, I was thinking about this situation, and we still talking about masculinity. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about this time I went to this church. I was invited to this church, and I remember after church, man, this pastor named Bishop, what's his name? Bishop Elijah. He said after church, he grabbed me, Brother Brandon, hey, it's good to see you again, man. He said, hey, I love you. And that the first time I ever heard a man tell me that he loved me.
How did you feel about that? Talk about that.
Like
what feeling did you feel?
That, like, it made me feel funny, like in a way where I ain't gay and I don't love, you know what I'm saying? That man tell me that, you know what I'm saying? He must be gay or something, you know what I mean? And it's crazy that I thought of that. That the
bro,
very first thing
crazy,
that came
dog.
to my mind. Yo.
That's crazy that the stigma is on. Like, bro, that's
that
you say that
you talking about. Too.
Yeah, bro. As you say that, bro, it's crazy to me, because what in our mind tells us that somebody saying "I love you, bro" is gay? Like, there's nothing gay about that, bro.
Ain't nothing
that's
gay about
crazy
that.
that we think like that, though.
Not that I don't even know how to express it. Not that we saying that it's something wrong with being gay.
Okay, hold on, wait a minute. Let me give one of these things that I always do.
Give it a disclaimer, man.
Let me give y'all a disclaimer. However you live your life, you're still loved, and we're not against you. We're not talking about you. We'll continue on.
Now, if you in the body of the Christ, now, hey, if you feel some type of way, then you know, hey,
don't get us canceled.
You can repent.
Hey,
don't get us canceled.
We ain't big enough to be canceled.
Let me put another disclaimer out there. Hey, but I think man, it's beautiful that you said that, man, because you got to think about too. Growing up, how often did you hear a man say, "Man, hey, I love you"? Like, besides your well, I mean, even your dad. Like,
we know we knew that they love us, But never.
That's that little boy inside
that
of
little
ourselves still. Like to
Ooh,
hear
that's
that,
real.
to
That's
hear
real.
that, man, and understand. And I make it my honest effort every time that I speak to a brother that I have a relationship with, that I care about. Hey, before we get off that phone, I love you. And
you did me like that,
whether you say it back or not, that's not up to me. Cause a lot of times, man, I've known, man, plenty of people who I haven't gotten a chance to say it to, and I can't even say it again. You know what I mean? So
Right.
for that sole purpose, it's like, man, I'm going to say it. And I said, I said to my granddad, any man that before I get off that phone with, and I know I love you, hey, I love you, bro. I love you.
I just told my brother that, my middle brother.
What's the
He said-
response?
He said, love.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be real, bro.
He put the hammer and he said, love.
To me, bro, that's a form of still not being true. Like, because you're operating too masculine, bro.
Yeah,
Don't tell me love.
Man.
Don't tell. I love you, bro.
Hey, for
I love you
real.
too, bro. Like, and we both know we not on no type of weird timing, bro. Like,
But I don't know if that's what it is.
what you think
What
it
do
is?
you think it is?
I just think different people embrace things differently.
Got a point.
Upbringing.
And it comes from your upbringing.
Yeah.
I never heard my dad, never heard my grandmother, never heard my mom say, I love you. Never. Ever. Not a day in my life.
Never heard it, yo.
Not one day in my life I heard it. And
I could attest to that too.
I think one time I asked my grandmother, I was like, why don't you, like I hear other people's parents tell them, and I would go, why don't you say it? She was like, do you eat every day? I said, yeah. She said, do you have a roof over your head? I said, yeah. She said, you got lights, you got clothes? I said, yeah. She said, so you know I love you. Do you think I don't love you? She said, no. I said, no. She said, so why do I need to reinforce a fact? Why
Hit
you
with
looking
that fence line from Denzel Washington?
why you, why you looking to me? Why you looking to me for that?
Hey, but I got a
She was
question
like
though.
she was like, the world is cold as hell. If I'm sitting there telling you I love you every day, what you gonna get from there?
Is that love or provision? That sounds like more provision.
And I told her, not in those words, because you're talking about a 15, 14-year-old me.
Yeah.
I said, but grandma, you gotta do that. She said, there's parents out here that don't do that.
That's a fact.
She was like, so this is nothing I have to do. She was like, I do it because I love you. She was like, if you ask me for something, do you get it? I said, yeah. She said, what's the only caveat? As long as I'm getting good grades and doing what I'm supposed to do. She's like, yeah. That's it.
Yeah, I feel that though. I feel
That's different.
She's like,
that's
that's it. Now, and she raised my dad like that, so that's why he's like that.
Right.
That's what we're talking
My
about.
mother does not know how to say it because of her upbringing. My mom's been on my podcast, so this is not nothing nobody knows.
Yeah.
She was born because my grandfather, supposedly, according to the story, date raped my grandmother. My grandmother didn't want her, so took her and dropped her off to my grandfather's family's house. My grandfather was not ready to raise my mom, so sent her to live with his sister, who was older. And she was raised by my aunt in Trinidad, because my mom was born in Trinidad. So she was raised by her in Trinidad, came over here by herself, looking for her mother. Her mother still didn't want nothing to do with her. Her mother passed before they could even
Connect.
they connected a little bit because my mom works in the medical space. And so nobody else in the family, because she had 3 other daughters who had all of her love. So you're talking about somebody who didn't really know how to love because she's always been an outcast by her own mom. And now she got 2 boys who she's helping to, who is a part of this village. My grandmother don't do it. My daddy don't do it because my grandmother didn't teach him how to do it. My mother don't know how to do it. So what was there left for me and my brother to get, and my sister?
So the question for me with that is, did she identify that was an issue? Did she know that was a problem?
No, to this day, my mom doesn't know.
Oh wow.
I've analyzed her. And just as I got older and you experience things and stuff like that, because I had a lot of animosity towards her because of certain things that she allowed to happen. But I had to then talk to people. Like I had a conversation with my grandmother and had conversations with my grandfather and just these different things to kind of help analyze, well, why is my mom this way? Where my mom, same thing, go to the ends of the earth for me. But and my brother been in and out of jail all these times. My brother tried to kill my mother 2 years ago. My mother's still the first person.
Story heavy.
My mother, she still goes to the jail to see him. Every week, she take a 3-hour train ride down to South Jersey to make sure she shows up for him. She ever told him he loved him? No. But she shows up every week, puts money on his books every week.
That's love, man.
Some kids need that though. I just think about my like in my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I think about how everything kind of transpired in my family with because that what happened to my grandma, which I had time to spend with her over, you know, past week. And, you know, that's what happened to her. Her mama was somebody took advantage of her mama. Her mama was 14 years old, 13 years old, and she had my grandma at 14 years old. And my grandma, my grandma raised her, and you know, my grandma, which is my great grandma, her mama, basically it was exactly the same relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like she almost her mama almost act like she hated her in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Then she left and went to have like 7, 8 more kids. My great grandma, you know, and they got like they family. They got some type of weird thing going on in the family right now, man. It just be crazy how certain stuff how people come into the world and then they come to the world and they come into this whole big mess. Like, hey, I didn't ask to be here, you know what I'm saying?
And what I hate about those situations, because this is where we have it different now.
Yeah.
Therapy wasn't really a thing back then. Like, that wasn't something like seeking counseling. That wasn't something that was really like on the forefront. Mental health wasn't a real thing.
Jesus, they went to church.
They went to church and everything was just shut up, pray about it, and you'll get over it. So now with us, I feel like while we got it a little bit better because we have the resources to kind of help us get through some of the stuff. You think about those stories that y'all told and to have to bear that burden and just deal with it, like, bro, that's a lot. That's heavy. And like that stuff, like they be saying curses are passed down. I don't really so much believe in curses. Trauma is passed down. Because when that trauma of you not getting it, they're not getting it. Then like it just keeps being passed down. And at some point, who's gonna be the person that says, yo, this trauma got to stop? Like, it got to stop. Like,
here's my question: is it trauma if trauma has caused the behavior? But is it can you find the small lessons in it to kind of figure out the balance? Like, I don't tell my kids every day I love them, but I do tell them that I do. It's not every day.
Yeah,
but I do tell them that I do.
To me, I think that's good. Like,
because to me, the lesson I learned in it, to me, is that some people get the overlove, so to speak.
Right.
Whereas, so now if they get into a romantic relationship with somebody and that somebody is not giving them, because now they grow up with words of affirmation as their love language. So if they're with somebody who does not give those words of affirmation but shows in acts of kindness, and the two don't line up because this person is consistently waiting for what they got from their parents, which is those words of affirmation. You did good. I love you. I love you. I love you. So what happens is they start craving for the I love yous. So I think if you create a balance in which we do say it, but the acts behind it prove it, rather than all of the saying it.
Right.
And still acting on it. But I think there's you can go over the edge.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Overly do it.
I agree with you because it becomes a thing. Like, if you say it every day, it's gonna become mundane, and you're gonna be like, now to never say it is that's one thing.
It's diabolical. I
Yeah, it is diabolical. Yeah. But if 3 out of the 5 times you leave the house, or I just walk past you throughout the week, you know I love you, right? That's cool.
Yeah.
But especially nowadays, these people don't receive love like they receive love in a different. I don't know. I don't really.
Well, it all depends on what the situation is. Because and even though we're not talking about this example that I'm about to give, but some people would, like, for instance, I tell my wife I love her every day before I leave the house, because I be thinking something might happen in the middle of the day. You know what I'm saying?
But I think that's different.
Yeah, that is a little different.
I think when you're talking about wife relationship, I think this, somebody you live with, I think that's a little bit different than our kids.
All your kids. I mean, even with kids.
The difference to me and the kids is, I think that you do got to I think you do have to instill in your kids just a little bit of, like, don't look for it. Like, if I don't tell you it today, don't think that it's not what it is.
People look for that, though?
I think that our kids, some of these kids grow up with that looking for it. Because if I'm looking for it from you, and I talked about it before about romanticizing our parents, you know what I'm saying? And so if you're constantly telling me, and you're the father of a daughter, what is she gonna look for from a man? Not his actions, but his words.
Well, most girls don't even look for nothing. So they daddy do everything, and they get the opposite. They get a whole thug. You know what I'm saying? Total opposite.
Yeah.
Because the kind of way I kind of look at it is, and my the way I look at it is, it seems like most of the people who look for that words of affirmation is the people who ain't never received it.
Yeah,
I don't know because I didn't receive it, and I never looked for it. Never received it. Never.
See, but you're an anomaly.
Huh?
You're an anomaly.
Like I say, that's an anomaly.
Yeah, for most people,
you might not receive it. You look for it in words, but you look for it in different ways, though.
Nah. But I like to, because to me, I do a lot of inward stuff. So to me, it's like, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing for this person? For the person that I'm with, for my kids? Am I doing my job? Am I doing what I'm supposed to do to show my love? In that sense, whatever they give back, they give back. Now, if it's not enough for me, then I get out.
Yeah.
And it's not so much of seeing the love from them, but just treating me the way I'm treating you. More so than anything else. The reciprocation and the respect for me.
Right.
Because it's almost the question, what would you rather, respect or love? Because you could love somebody without respecting them.
Yeah. I want to break it back, though. I want to break it back to masculinity real quick. And you said it, Yusuf, is very important for you to do inward work.
Yeah, he did.
Or doing shadow work. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a big part in just acknowledging your masculinity. Because we all have a dark side. Mm-hmm. We all have sides of ourselves that we don't want to show to the world. So it's important to do that work and to understand our triggers and understand where those triggers come from. And even with myself personally, just dealing in relationships, I've had to work constantly. And like you said, it's like sometimes you feel like you're progressing and sometimes you feel like you're regressing because that's stuck in your mind of the experience that you had with a person. So in a way, it can kind of hinder us from being our fullest selves because, man, this what happened last time when I did this. But we have to realize that just as we had those experiences, we're also able to create new experiences with someone different. So it's important to do that inward work, that shadow work. And another thing that I believe is very, very important, the notion that nobody cares. Nobody wants to hear what a man has to say. Are there no spaces for men to be vulnerable and transparent about the things that they're going through? And we can't look for someone else to create those spaces for us. That's what I'm getting at. We have to be able to create those spaces ourselves. Like this right here. This is a space where we can come and be transparent and vulnerable and not have to worry about feeling judged or somebody say, oh, man, you whack for that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just think that as men, we have to seek those places. Just think about like going to a barbershop. That's another place where men can, you know, have conversations, but the dominant of our conversations in those spaces are sports, women,
Business.
yeah,
Sometimes.
sometimes, but those two things mainly.
Yeah, women and sports.
And or gambling. Because we'll put some money on the pool table in a minute.
Right.
So we have to create those spaces to where, like, man, my barber, man, shout out to Raw. Man, we'll sit down, man, we'll get a haircut, man, we'll break bread, man, on things that we're dealing with. Hey, man, what you think about this thing that I'm going through? And the fact that we're able to come together that way, it strengthens our bond beyond me just coming in, sitting in your chair and getting a haircut. So we have to create those spaces, man. And one thing that I told my brother is we have to be okay with being vulnerable. We just think that's the weakness, to be vulnerable with parts of ourselves, man. Like, being vulnerable is one of the strongest things you can do and be.
Yeah, vulnerability, I would say this, though, to add on to what you were saying. You can't be vulnerable to anybody, though. You got to have your person
Yeah.
that you feel comfortable with.
This
might
is
expose you.
This is that's a fact though, and this is what I say. This is what I say to that. B, I shouldn't be divulging my whole self to you the first time we meet.
Right, that's true.
I shouldn't be just giving you everything about my life in one fell swoop.
Yo, hold on. I'm telling
It
you.
could be a comfortable environment like this is right here.
And still.
And it make you feel open. It could be the Holy Spirit within that moment that created that moment for a person to feel comfortable to say it, and then God give you a word to tell that individual. In a certain sense.
Yeah. Now
I didn't have that happen before.
That's true, and it's contextual. It's contextual. Yeah. Like, if we talking about something, and the Holy Spirit tell you, "Hey, man, like, share this."
Yeah.
But you shouldn't be, man, firing off at the
bro.
man as soon as you sit down.
Hey, yo, I'm laughing because by no means am I prejudiced or anything. But yo, y'all ever notice, white people?
They tell it.
They tell their entire. Yo,
nah, you ain't even
could,
asked.
Yo, you could be at the store. Hey, how you doing today? Well, I was doing good, but Tommy broke in my house. Tommy's on crack now. Like, yo,
They caught my wife cheating.
They would literally break down like all you were doing is being cordial and how you doing today. And they would break down their whole life story, bro.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, that's different.
And that's things that nobody ain't even asked for that, man. Because a lot of times, and I tell men all the time, and I tell women just the same. You're not a trauma dump. You're not a dumpster for somebody else's trauma, dog. So a lot of times we are so unaware that people are dumping themselves on us. By the time that they're finished, man, we be so heavy and we don't even understand why.
I'm telling you.
And oh man, I feel so much better. Yeah. Man, appreciate you, man. I thank you, man. They going on about it, man.
Dark cloud following you to the car.
Yeah.
You be like, dang, but now you going home. You going home to your wife. Now you got a whole attitude, man. You can't give yourself. You can't be giving of yourself in its fullness because somebody done took the energy vampire, dog, and came through, sucked all the energy out of you, and man, now you gave them life, man. Yeah. They free as a bird, and here you are dragging your feet.
Word.
Hey, let me ask you a question, man, because you brought up white people. White people is they can get vulnerable real fast though.
Yeah,
they can.
I'm saying how they could be able to be so vulnerable, and when as in black people mostly like I don't know
because I think with us, with the fear of you putting my vulnerability out,
and take advantage of me.
Yeah, if I know something about you, I can always hold that over your head. Mm-hmm. And for some strange reason, bro, a lot of people use that as some type of power over you, or try to use that as some type of power over you. Well, you weren't saying that when, so it's those things like that make us kind of like, I got to watch what I say and who I say it to, because this same thing that I'm telling this person today in confidence, if they get mad enough with me, this will be everybody's story. This will be all on Facebook.
People feel that way about family.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you right now. Like, I think that's the reason why we don't get vulnerable.
Hey,
yeah,
because people in our family.
Yeah, that's real though.
They would take your business and
Like your
spread
mom,
it.
Man,
bro, your
look,
mama,
man.
bro, your mama is the worst one. Because I'm gonna tell
telling
you,
you.
bro, if something go on, let's say something go on, bro. As soon as your mama get around the film,
First
y'all,
thing they say.
did I tell y'all that Kanye? Oh, I ain't tell y'all he was sending the girl his.
Like they get
bro,
on the phone right in front of your face.
Like where you done like so like it's the small things that we don't be thinking about that ruins people. Like, bro, that if your mama, you and your mama had a confident talk or whatever goes on, she found out some information, and the first thing she do is get on the phone. That makes you automatically shut down. Like, yo, I'm not. I'm not doing that.
I ain't telling you nothing else.
I'm laughing about this shit because, Lord, man, I love my mama, man. But she, mama, if you see this, you know I ain't lying. Man, I tell her something. I know she get on the phone with one of my siblings and repeat what I said.
Mm-hmm.
And for some odd reason, I'm like, man, I didn't got to the point where I can't tell mama certain stuff. I know she go tell it.
And then you got some people with diarrhea of the mouth. Like, they talk so much, they don't even
know they tell it.
Yeah, they don't even be intending to tell your business. The junk just be done slipped out. Like, cause I know my brother one day, he and I know he might watch this, but he talking one day, bro, and he just steady going. And I'm looking at him like, and I'm wanting him to shut up. And I'm thinking he gonna catch the eye. He just, bro, you remember that time? I'm just sitting there looking at him like that. And he not getting it, bro. He just going. So some people really do have diarrhea of the mouth, bro. And they, like, that's why you got to be, as much as we talking about being vulnerable and all of that, like you said, bro, you got to be very careful about who you tell your stuff to. Like, it's hard to know, but that's why discernment is such a real thing. And you need to pray that your discernment be increased, because when your discernment is right, bro, it's just the Holy Spirit to let you know on some real junk. You'll be around somebody, and it'll let you know, don't say that. Close your mouth. Mm-hmm. Don't say that. Bro, that's why your discernment, you got to pray for that discernment, man, because discernment to stop you from being in a lot of predicaments if you listen to it. To have it and not listen, then you might as well not even have it. But if I'm around somebody, bro, I promise you, the one thing about it, if I ever say too much around you, that's because I know that you're going to take it where I need you to take it. Yeah. If I'm quiet, I ain't just quiet because I don't like you. I'm quiet because something in my spirit telling me, don't speak around this person. So I really listen to that, bro.
And I mean, even as a man, like, if you're talking a lot as a man, it's just
that's the feminine side.
Yeah. In regards to gossiping, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, man, I ain't about to sit on the phone with you. Q, I ain't about to sit on the phone with you just talking about somebody else, dog.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like, for real, like, I mean, we can touch on it, and like, I wouldn't even say it's gossip, but it's just, man, our perspective of the situation. Like, I ain't gonna sit here, if we talk on it, that's cool. But man, for me to be on the phone with you an hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours, talking about the same thing, man, there's so much other things we can be talking about, man. And that's something that women do. And men are guilty of gossiping too now.
It ain't good for women to gossip either, man.
It's not, but some things are nature. Some things are
nature.
more of a nature thing. You know, it's in their DNA, like how we was talking about.
Cause even with my wife, for instance, man. See, I'm being transparent right now. I'm the one who always used to kind of talk about people. You know what I'm saying? See, my wife, she don't talk about nobody. Nobody at all, man. This is the honest to God truth. Out of all the years I known her, she ain't never said nothing negative or bad about nobody. Even her best friend did something, and she ain't said nothing negative. It disappointed her that she did what she did. And she ain't never said nothing one bad thing about it.
Solid, dog. Hey, your
wife solid,
I'm
bro.
Yeah, she's so solid, bro. I'm talking about behind the four walls, man. She ain't not now one time gossip about nobody. People cross her. She ain't never said nothing bad.
Now I'm gonna tell you,
and
bro.
That's what kind of mature me in my approach and how I view things and I see things. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just cut them off.
Man, it's different because I'm gonna tell you, I get behind that wall, boy. I'm about like Young Thug, boy. They leak my calls. Boy, if they was to leak my calls and leak my conversation, because I just feel like, bro, that's like a safe space for me, bro. That's my safe space. Like, and bro, if I was to ever go over the top with talking, it's gonna be with her. It ain't gonna be with nobody else. But like but yeah, if they was to ever leak my calls or
I'm saying I'm like that.
Yeah, I just feel like
she ain't like that though.
Yeah, other than that. Yeah,
Yeah,
when
that's probably one of the biggest things, man. And that you found your person, you got your person that you're able to do that
I
with.
be want her to talk about people.
But man, you got some people, man. As soon as you get off the phone with them, boy,
Yeah.
they calling that person. Hey, man, you won't believe what
Yeah.
Soul said
Hey,
about
what about
you.
them group chats? Them
Exactly.
guys group chats.
And
Hey, we
Man.
do that too, though. Them guys
that's what I'm
group
saying. Like dudes be gossiping, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Dudes
they
be
do, bro.
gossiping.
Hey, yo.
And, man, those kind of
The setup. Sometimes you be like little setup questions.
yeah, you know what I'm
I
saying.
think I put something in there about
Whole different thing. Whole different thing, man. So stuff like that, man. I try to limit. I limit my contribution to those kind of conversations, man. Cause all it takes is one person, man, one leak.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
well, hey,
Yeah.
and it don't matter how much you said or how little you said. The fact that you contributed to the conversation, man.
Man, because they can spin it any way they want
For
to.
real,
bro.
man.
And then,
Go ahead.
in real life, bro, I try to have the
That's
character
facts.
like this, dog. Like on some real junk, and I don't always hit the mark. I'm not about to sit here and act like I'm perfect. But for the most part, bro, I try to have the character like this. If somebody come and tell y'all boys, hey, Q said this while y'all wasn't around, bro, I try to let my character stand so somebody could be like, nah, bro, that ain't him. Some people we know as males, bro, we can't even give them the benefit of the doubt because you run your mouth so much, bro. Like, your integrity got to be high, bro. When you walk out the room, bro, I'm going to be the same person that I was while you were sitting right here. And so me personally as a man, bro, I try to make sure, bro, that's the one thing I try to stand on. Like, if somebody come in and boy, Q was saying it, nah, that ain't him, bro. Because if Q needed to say that, bro, Q was going to tell me. Like, I ain't want it to be no surprises to you, bro. So I try to really stand on that, bro. That's important to me.
So what if, like, say for instance, you cross me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I call TJ to vent to him and my vulnerability. Is that gossiping?
To me, that ain't gossiping, bro. It
Nah,
depends.
you just getting it off.
Yeah.
You getting off,
Yeah,
and
because
then you gonna hit me with some advice like, well, you need to talk to that man.
right.
Well, yeah, bingo.
Yeah, and
Bingo.
then I gotta call that man.
And see,
That's how that's supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
but too many times you get on the phone with TJ, tell, well, bro, I'm gonna be real, bro. That did something to me too, bro. I really. So now
Now you
all of a
gossiping.
sudden, it turned that what was supposed to be an event and you like seeking godly counsel, like, bro, were you, nah, bro. Did you ever look at it from this perspective? Did you ever look at it? Did you ever think about it this way? What was supposed to be that and then turn into a whole gossip thing? Now when I come around, now the vibes are weird.
You gotta walk on eggshells.
Yeah, because now y'all done sat there and came up with this thing. Just like when we had our little disagreement, our little argument. Bro, we was
did?
yeah, bro, you remember we had that little spat in the group chat about the little
was-
no, bro, you remember that jump. And I thought Walt was on my I thought Walt was on my side and I thought Trey Reese was on your side, bro. When we were talking about the
I forgot what it was.
yeah, that old jump, bro. So like
Yeah, it
we
was old.
we all like set our part, like, and there wasn't no flawed stuff going on. Like as men, bro, we brought our thought process to the table. We disagree with the thought process, bro. I was mad.
Yeah,
Next day,
I think he was mad.
next day, bro, I was still a little bit heated, but I hit the group chat up first. Like, I woke up before everybody. Like, what's up? What's
You
up,
didn't let it
fellas?
sit in your heart.
Yeah, didn't let it sit in, bro. Because as men, bro,
let it
you
sit in your
also
heart.
part of your emotional intelligence is understanding we're not gonna always see eye to eye, bro.
It ain't personal.
It ain't personal, bro. We could agree to disagree, bro. That's being real. That's being a man. Because I'm gonna tell you, I ain't want nobody that I'm around to see everything like I see it, bro. Because I'm gonna think you fake, bro. You're a yes man, and I don't want you around me.
Yeah.
I want
Hey,
you to have a
know
difference
what?
of opinion.
That's one thing I respect about men and I love about men is the fact that we can express ourselves in such a way where, you know what I'm saying, okay, you know, it is what it is, or we can agree to disagree. Boy, you know, women cannot do that. They cannot express themselves in such a way to the point where they can agree to disagree. Nah, they'll fight, yo. I don't know. You know what? Women got more ego than men do.
They
boy.
do. Because
do.
by nature, bro.
That's design, yeah.
By
Oh,
nature,
you think it designed that way?
yeah, it's their nature, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you, women, and I'm not gonna use the word I normally use. Women are catty by nature. So like I've seen like women friend groups are very different than male dynamics. Like when we get with our people, like our real people, bro, is love. Like I ain't talking about no flower jump. Bro, is love. Like we really love being around our brothers. Like we find peace in that, bro. We find solace in that.
That's why we can do guy trips.
Right. Women, they get with each other, bro. And they low key, like they just so
hating.
catty, bro. They hate each other for real. But I kind of like you because we both like the sharp, so I feel like we friends. But y'all really don't even be feeling each other like
for
that,
real,
I
dog.
don't think it always been that way though.
Hey, this is how I look at it. Like us coming up as boys, but we understood the hierarchy.
Yeah.
Like, okay, hey man, this is the leader of the group. We gonna follow the leader. Like women, they had a group. They all played together. Everybody was on the same playing field. But if I know you better than me in basketball, foot, or whatever sport, like, man, I ain't gonna sit here and act like, that we on the equal playing field.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna ever act like that. And I think that's a part of it too, that women play, they played together. Everybody had the same baby doll and all that kind of stuff. But like, man, we understood how, bro, if you was the fastest person or not.
Yeah.
Exactly. When we brought our bikes out,
Yeah,
I knew I was faster than you on the bike. I knew I put the bottle in my. Mine sound like a dirt bike. Yours just sound regular, but we innately know. Like, it's a crazy thing because a lot of people like to try to deny this fact, bro. We innately know, like, bro, he's like the leader. But sometimes your pride and your stuff might get in the way,
but
and then you ain't want to admit it. You ain't want to say it, but bro, you could look at like, bro,
Alpha dog.
yeah, bro. I tell women this all the time. They'll be like, yo, my dude, he don't see nobody as a threat. I say, yo, I'm a man. I tell you this, bro. I could walk in a room, look at everybody in that room, and if I just looking at it and watch people operate for a little bit of time, yo, that dude, he got that.
There's some insecurities.
He got that.
on.
Like, bro, at the end of the day, if you can't, bro, I'm just real with it, bro. Self-awareness is real. If I walk in the room, I'm like, yo, B got that jump, bro. He one of them. And it don't make me feel no type of way, bro, cause I know I'm one of them.
Yeah.
But like a lot.
It go back to what you say your dad said. Be your
own man, son.
Be your own man.
Like, if you could do that, bro, if you confident, like you said, the confidence part, if you confident in who and what you are and what you bring to the table, there is no reason for you to feel some type of way because another alpha male just walked in the room. Like,
Yeah. Because you know and understand what it could be if they felt threatened.
What is an alpha male?
I don't really I don't really know like the actual
Alpha male
definition.
got toxic.
I don't subscribe to
masculinity
alpha
with it,
male
bro.
anyway, though.
I'm
man.
saying alpha male normally have that toxic masculinity energy though.
I feel like this, bro. It be like that macho jump.
That
like
macho
that
is-
too macho, bro. Like too hard, bro.
Yeah, and like I said, that's just not something that I subscribe to, or even when I see other people, I ain't gonna see him as an alpha because a lot of times it's some insecurities that he hiding that make him act that way.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I view them. Like, why you gotta be so
Like,
hard?
why you
up?
got to be so hard, bro?
That's my
like-
pops, yo. My pops so hard, man. Like he's so hardcore, yo. I be like,
But I
oh,
think
Pops.
too, when
But
we
I
was
don't
talking
believe
about
in it though,
this,
bro.
Pops hardcore. You come around here, if you come in here, you know what I'm saying. You can tell how he walk in the door. You know what I'm saying.
He got a bravado.
Yeah,
he got a bravado about it. He braggadocious.
Like I mean, I ain't even gonna lie. Like he got it. So that's what I seen growing up, and so I thought.
Did you
being alpha male-
internalize some of that? Did you internalize some of that growing up? Having that bravado about yourself, or feeling that you had to
I did, and
have
that-
have air in your chest. You know what I'm saying? To identify yourself as a man.
Yeah, I think growing up, I think that's in my mind now. Growing up, and I'm not sure my pops feel this way, but in my mind, I felt like growing up, I felt my pops in so many different ways growing up, and I felt this way growing up. Now, I don't feel this way now, but because I didn't exude that alpha male energy, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't me. That's not how I kind of do things. And so my pops, that's how he kind of was. And I think in his mind, he felt like his boy is supposed to be that. He's supposed to have that. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't necessarily, didn't have that. And even now, as I became my own man and I kind of got up underneath, away from his, the way he kind of did things, and I started my own life and create my own family and stuff like that, I became my own man, like what you were saying. And, like I think now he proud of me because he told me like a few years ago he was proud of me. You know what I'm saying? But in the beginning, like he I don't think he was proud of me. I mean, if he was, he would have said it.
How many times you heard him say that? He was proud of you.
He said about 2 times, man, while I was in my 30s.
Okay, then.
Hold on,
like
bro.
later on in my life. Later on in my life.
You just said something, bro, and it goes back to what you said. You said he just told you that he was proud of you once you started doing your own way, doing your own thing, bro. A lot of times with the older generation, they don't know how to take the younger generation because you became what he wanted to be, what he couldn't be.
Exactly.
So for him to see you operate like, yo, there's a part of him, he may never admit it, but there's a part of him that loves the man that you are. He just could never become or be the man that you are. So a lot of times, bro, it comes across as aggression when I can't tell you like, I actually love the man that you are. I aspire to be the man that you are. I just didn't make the mark. So sometimes in your mind, it comes across as aggression because like I'm really fighting this internal conflict, bro.
Yeah, and they're not allowing themselves that range of emotion, dog. They're not allowing themselves that range of emotion
Exactly.
to express themselves in that way. And like that's the most difficult thing to realize sometimes that as a father, in ways you well, not even as a father, but as a man yourself who is a father, you failed yourself because you're not able to fully grasp the person that you really are because of circumstances that may be in the way or situations to where, like you say, he went to war and stuff like that. So he had to build some type of shell around him to just exist and survive. So that's all he knew. So for him to see your level of freedom that you have is just like, man, it's beautiful to see. And instead of him saying it outright, he had to put a mask over it.
Yeah, going back to that masculinity.
He had to put a mask over it, you know what I'm saying, to say, like, is it really okay for me to say that? But once he saw you being your own man, operating in yourself, and in a way, still being who he raised you to be, but just in your own way.
Just in my own way, man. You said so much, bro. Like, and you know, going back to what we was talking about early on, that, you know, getting therapy and opening up and stuff like that. Men like that, they may not ever open up to what we have already evolved into, what I have evolved into, is because that's the very thing that kept them going, kept them, you know, thriving. You know what I'm saying? For someone to get into that vulnerability, it might almost, I ain't gonna say take them out, but man, they might have a nervous breakdown. It did too much. It did too much all at once.
You have to rewire, bro. Imagine being factory reset. Like everything that I thought or everything that I felt
At 55 years old.
At 55 years old, to have to come in here and be rewired, like, bro, this going back to some stuff that he's probably never told you, stuff that he probably forgot to actually tap into that and say, yo, I got to be rewired. So to another point too, bro, that you before I forget, this is why this kind of stuff is important. When you seeing, and I'm gonna look at the camera, when you seeing men talk like this, when you seeing podcasts like this, and it affects you in a good way, in a positive way, share this with another man, bro, because somebody may need to hear something that was said today that may set them free. We not just asking for us to blow up like that. We do this not just to hear ourselves talk, not just for no numbers, bro. We do this so I know I pray every time before I even come up here that something is said that helps somebody, that breaks somebody free from something. So if you hear anything when you listening to us or listening to anybody for that matter, share it with somebody else, because there is somebody else that's going through a storm that needs some light at the end of their tunnel, man. And this is where the work begins at. You might not go to no therapist, but you might sit up here and listen to these 3 and 4 guys and say, you know what? I'm going to tune into these guys, man, because they saying something and it's freeing me, man. So I just wanted to plug that in there.
Man, beautiful. You just said everything. I don't know that. Well, you was about to say something?
I'm going to let you close it out. But, man, it's important what Q said. We have to find our community. We have to find, first we must find ourselves. And we must come to ourselves, to the community as ourselves. We don't have to be so macho and so bravado and braggadocious about what we have accomplished, because those are materialistic things. We can lose it all at the drop of a dime, but you will always have your spirit, and your spirit, man, should always be fed more than your fleshly man. So that's what I desire from everybody. Feed your spirit, man. Deny your flesh. Deny your flesh and feed your spirit, man. And that's what I believe your mind renewal comes from, man. I appreciate y'all.
Hey, I think that's it though.
Cue the music.
Yes, sir.
Cue the music.